another episode of Woot Wednesday, episode 76. I just did the thumbnail image for it. I think it's 76. Oh well, but this thing, bringing you another DIY project, is we were talking about drum pads, practice pads, or whatever, like regular stick pads. I have one over there. It's an Evans Real Feel, and I have, it took me forever to find my big pack of drumsticks. I'd moved my desk, I'd seen them, they were sitting on my top of my amps that were sitting over there, so I was moving this back and I put them somewhere. I swore I stuck them on the shelf in my closet in the hallway. Nope, I threw them underneath some stuff over in that corner over there. So I finally found them. Took me, 2 hours to find them? Because I wasn't thinking I'd stuck them over there. I was like, I remember setting them down on something. I didn't think I just threw it over there. Anyway, we were talking about practice pads. And I was like looking up, because I've got drum brushes. They're the Zildjian ones. Wire brushes. And I'm like, I don't think I can use them on my regular practice pad, because it's a double-sided, and they're both they both have some kind of like a rubber covering on it. And I'm like, you can't do brushes on those. So I'm like looking around, and I'm like, I didn't even think that there was actually like a specific practice pad just for drum brushes. So I'm like, let me just look around, see if there's like a way I can make one real quick. I'd seen a guy on YouTube. He had also had a piece of cardboard, but he had an older worn out drum head that he put the cardboard inside of, and then he had like this styrofoam circle that he put on top of it that fit in there, so it gives it a little more stability and makes the drum head sturdier. And I'm like, maybe I can figure something out, because I was like, I have these buckets, as you can see, like right there. This was an extra lid that was sitting underneath my trash can, not being used. Not gonna like cover my trash can. There's nothing going in it. It's not like kitchen trash. But I'm like, I wonder, because I had like boxes that when I moved, and I was like, I grabbed this one from work for a different project. I mean, I still have cardboard from it sitting over there, a pile of nonsense. That box. Took a flap off of that. One side of the box made this. I got the flaps off, and there was like this other little flap that they glued to hold the box together, so I cut this out. At first I'd tried, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's like this groove right here. Not that part, but this part here. I was trying to get the circle, what do you call it? And of course, my microphone is not in the right spot. I do this every flippin' time. Anywho, me and my cheesy self. Anyway, I was trying to get it to match up with the inside of this, because it felt like it was like the same diameter, but looking at it now, it's not. So I was like, shoot, I cut it too big. It fit almost over the whole thing. So I'm like, shoot. So I took it into the kitchen, went into my plate cabinet, looked at plates to see if there was one that actually fit inside here perfectly. I found one. So I took that plate, drew the circle around there. You can probably see my like ink pen lines, and then cut it out. Fit inside of here. I used packing tape to tape it down to, because I didn't want to glue it in just in case this got screwed up. I can easily just like pull it off, make a whole new one. So yeah, that's what this is. I don't really haven't really practiced brushes, so I don't know how well this is gonna sound. Let me try to maneuver the microphone so it's facing the correct way. Maybe. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work. Why are you doing this to me today? Is it not tightened? Oops. I'm unscrewing it. That's not a good thing. All right, there we go. Turn that. So the front is facing down, so I don't know how this is going to sound. I'm going to mute my... Oh, no, I can't mute the mic. Oops. Because then you wouldn't be able to hear this nonsense. So I don't know how well this is going to sound over the mic, because it sounds okay. It's when I was messing with it earlier, it was a little bright. I don't know. I'd seen videos of guys playing on pizza boxes that sounded pretty damn good. So I'm like going, shoot, I don't have a pizza box. But I digress. So me and my 5 minutes of learning one little technique. So I don't know how well this is going to go, because it's like I'm left-handed. When I had my kit set up, I had the hi-hat over on the right. So I can hi-hat with my dominant hand and then snare, 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 whatever. So I had to think backwards from the videos that I seen. The guy I was watching was doing the swirling things with his left hand, and I'm like going, no, I should be doing that with my right hand. So this is, well, let me just shut up and play, or at least attempt it. Like I said, I don't know how well this is translating. I'm making the swirlies. That didn't sound right. Anyway, I'm doing the brush around. The video is like 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, back to 6 o'clock. And then the walk the dog thing. And I was doing this earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm getting a groove, and then I screw it up, and it was bad. All right. See? I'm not coordinated enough yet. It's gonna take me a little bit of practice, and besides, these haven't really been broken in. So I was like, damn phone. Anyway, that's enough of that nonsense. Put this over here. Set that down. Get my mic back to where it's supposed to be. There we go. Sort of. Turn it down. Tighten the damn thing. Bring that up. Alright, that's enough of that. But yeah, that's my little DIY thing for tonight. That, because the guy with that used the old snare drum head, he put it in this thing. And it's like, so you have like how a snare would have the rim of the snare for like, shoot, the hitting the rim part. So yeah, we'll play with it some more and get a little more practice in with it, because it's just like, anywho. I digress. Let's see. Not a lot other than I did this today, which was fun. It was cold today. Oh my God. It was like 18 degrees this morning when I got up, and it got to 30 something, but there was a breeze, and Mondays are usually when I do my like vehicle maintenance, and I was like, there's just no way in hell I'm doing that today. I will do it tomorrow. It'll be a little warmer tomorrow, and it's supposed to snow on Friday. And so that'll be fun. They didn't say anything about it amounting to much of anything, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, just a bunch of people driving like idiots because, oh no, it's snowing. Oh my God. I grew up in Missouri. I've lived in Colorado for over 20 years. I know I drive in it. I don't like to. I know how to. It's just I got to pay attention, not just to myself, but the people around me that think it's, oh, so cute. I've got a big truck with four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive don't care if you're sliding on ice. Ice don't give a crap what you're doing. So ice and slush and like snow. I don't. It's not the powder snow, but it's that in between powder and wet snow that gets a little iffy. Not slush, but like in that that area. It's like I was going to work one day up the hill, stopped at the gas station to get gas, went to drive. I got half part the way up, and my tires just kept going. And it was fresh snow, so I'm all like, and not the powder snow. It wasn't wet snow. It was in between. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to work. Let me just turn around and take 20 minutes to drive back home. The next, what was it, like mile and a half? Took me 20 minutes to get home. It dumped a lot of snow real quick that night. So I was like, okay, I really wanted, because it was right before my birthday about 3 years ago. So I'd already taken like that Saturday off for my birthday. I guess I needed Friday off as well. So there was like, no way, I can't get up the hill. I can't get to work. And the other ways that I could have gone to work were worse. They had curves. Curves going up a hill, more curves going up. And I was just like, yeah, there's no way I'm going home. Nope, I'll take my PTO for the day. Thanks, bye. So yeah, that's been it. It's like we've been spoiled because it had been in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s for the last few weeks, and it's just like, this is weird. It's December and it's 70. Yeah, that ended yesterday. It's like I came back home from grocery shop and the wind started blowing and that temperature dropped like that, and it's like this morning it was just like, oh my god, it's so cold. But yeah, I should be used to it. It's like in Colorado, there's no gentle ease into cold weather. Oh no, it's either hot, cold, or really bleeping cold. There's no in between, and there's no gentle nudge into it. No, here, come over here. You're warm, yes, but we're going to slowly bring you over to being cold. No, it's like it's hot as hell, and you're freezing your butt off. And that's probably the same for a lot of states out there, too. Not just Colorado. It's just I just don't know because I haven't lived in any other state other than Missouri and Colorado for any real length of time. So yeah, I digress. Downloaded Blender 3.0. I had issues with it. I don't know why the Blender Foundation doesn't like build into their installer a restart function. So I was all like, okay, let me check out Cycles. It's allegedly faster. And I was like, okay. And then every time I'd switch, I had a huge project, a living room project that I did. When I'd switch it to Cycles, it was taking forever. And it would crash. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Reload Reaper. Reload Blender up. Get the scene loaded again. Try again. It'd crash. And I'm like, oh, mother. So I'm like, after about 3 or 4 times of having it crash, I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just reboot this computer. Maybe that'll fix it. They need to build in a reboot feature into their installer. Would you like to reboot now? Now. Yes, I would. Because sometimes, anytime I've had like download something, a program, or update a program, and it's not working, I have to reboot. And it's like, why didn't it ask me why didn't it build in a reboot function so settings could take effect? It would have been easier. It would have been less of a headache. And now I have issues with DaVinci Resolve. Every time I load that bastard up, it keeps telling me my hardware acceleration drivers are out of date. And I'm like, no, my drivers are up to date. Your program is being a bitch. So I'm like, I don't even know how to bypass that other than revert back to an earlier version of Resolve. And I'm like, oh God, why? So, and I need to redo my OBS stuff. There's some like audio outs I'm not even using. I just use this microphone and desktop audio. I don't use the what do you call it? I don't have it going through. I have the microphone going through my interface, but I use this computer speakers out for my desktop audio. I don't have that routed through my interface. I also don't have the headphones plugged into the interface. They're plugged into the computer over here. So I've got like 6 audio, is it 6 or 5? 5 audio tracks. 3 of them aren't even being used. So I need to like redo that or get rid of them. Something. I don't know. I'm going to have to sit and figure that out when I'm not making videos. But that's enough of me rambling on with my, again, cheesy self. So, how was your last 7 days? Let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.